And now, welcome to the Great Cigar and Pipe Show, presented by Hiram Solomon Cigars, and coming to you live from the Corona Cigar Company studios.
And
hey,
and welcome everybody.
Why don't you turn down your volume there?
I thought it was turned down.
You got all things going over here.
I got everything off here.
It's amateur hour over here. You see what I got to deal with?
Unbelievable. No matter what, it always starts off with something with you guys. But anyway, let me start this off. Welcome everybody to another great cigar and pipe show. We got lovely guests this evening. Actually, a couple we've had exactly 2 years ago to this almost day. So we're excited to have them back. And of course, it is that time of the month that we have Jerah.
Oh my God! Why do you keep using that term?
You know,
jeez,
because my English is very limited, so I don't know how to use it.
Good Lord!
It's that time of the month.
Sponsored by Tampax here. Jeez,
I didn't go there. You guys took it the wrong way. I'm nice and clean. You know, I get no respect from you guys. No respect at all. But welcome everybody. We have Jerah.
Holy moly!
And again, she's at work. She has,
not yet, but she's going to work.
Well, she's actually she's probably in the office because she's at work. This girl works all the time. I don't know when she sleeps, if she even sleeps. You know, it's amazing.
You can sleep when you're dead.
Well, this is true. Okay, so we'll try it.
Well, that's a good way of looking at life.
When you're wow.
You know, folks, that's a thing that you should take to bed with you tonight. Death or sleep.
Death.
You make the choice. I don't know.
I have no idea.
Here, bad.
Right off the bat,
I feel
man.
bad because Louis and Mike, they are like really classy, two classy folks. They dress really well, and they must say to themselves, "What are we doing on this show?
Why are we lowering our standards?
Yeah, why are we lowering our standards to be on with these guys?"
No, we're definitely not dressed like Mike. Did you see him earlier today?
Mike
has got that fedora on. He's got that suit. I mean,
the fedora?
Fedora.
The fedora.
Fedora.
You come on. Hey, I can't even talk now.
You know what? Drink, everybody. That's a Ronnieism at the best.
You call it Ronnieism, we'll drink it.
Man, the fedora.
To fedora everywhere. If you're not wearing a fedora, you're not
Dory yet, all right? All right. But the guy's always classy. And no matter when, he's dressed up always to the T's. He knows how GQ should take a page, from him. Really, he's good stuff there. And, of course, Louis, always dressed up, always time. I mean, she's been following her for the last few years, actually. We got him on 2 years ago, but she's always happening also.
Let's introduce Jara, because she's been gone for
hold on. Before that, everybody please
before all this.
Four clowns who make no sense.
hit the share button, everybody. Hit the share button right now, and let's get everybody on that out there to watch these.
And put on your fedora.
Fedora, Madonna mia. Oh, all right. Let's bring Jara in from the green room, Frank.
Let's bring Jara on. We haven't seen her in a month.
Yes, she's got a headache already. Unbelievable.
It's that time.
Hello, girl.
And you guys stress me out. Where is my drink? Fedoras and times of the bun. God, no.
Well, welcome. How you doing, kiddo? Have you slowed down at all, or are you still going crazy?
No, going. Hearsay's going great. Full patios all the time. I did a really cool thing last night. I did a ladies only Elijah Craig barrel pick. So that's going to come out in a few months, and we're really excited about that. So we'll have bottles available for people to try at Hearsay, and then they're going to actually sell them through the distributors at like Seagulls and Total Wine and stuff like that. So that's going to be really cool. Nice. And then I did a speaking engagement at the Georgetown Republican Women's Luncheon about why chicks need to carry guns, and then came right back to the And I stopped at Barnett's Public House in Waco while I was there on the way home.
Nice.
Yeah, because that's the third largest bourbon bar, whiskey bar in America, and it was awesome. And it had some really cool stuff. And then stopped in West to get kolaches. And you guys don't know because you're not from Texas, but there's a town called West, Texas, and it's has a really, really high like Danish population, and then like Czechoslovakian population, and so the kolaches are fire.
Nice.
So you got to do all that, and then I went to work today, and then I came home to talk to you chooches, and then I'm going right back to work.
All right.
So what have you been up to?
So what have you been up to?
I mean, we see
a little hard of hearing.
You have to repeat all that again, just for Bob.
I should have known better.
Come on, Bobby. Tell him again.
I'm drinking on this fabulous barrel Seagrass 16-year aged that Joey G sent me. He sent me that to pair with this Hoyo de Monterey Habana.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
Is that what we're going to be smoking, guys, on the next Joey G special?
Yeah. And I am excited to announce that we started our boutique selection orders at Hearsay. So we, on Thursday, we will have Kafie 1901. We will have DAV, along with some of the other boutique brands from the BCA Festival in Indiana last year.
That's awesome.
So got a whole BCA section going on at the Hearsay Humidor.
Beautiful.
Fantastic.
Excellent.
Well, why don't we hit these sponsors, Frank, and then we come back.
We want to hit them.
We want to hit them.
Bring them up. We just want to
But you can't. What you can't do is you can't hit them during their time of the month wearing their fedoras.
That's right. So all of those things do impact how they actually react in life.
Yeah. So steel-plated fedora.
Yeah.
Then it doesn't matter. Like a helmet,
Hit the sponsors.
Hit them sponsors, Frank. Come on.
Hey, listen, since I'm smoking, me and Bob are both smoking the Howard G. Great cigar by our pal. We're going to call him our pal.
You should get it.
Great cigar. Howard G. It's his Black Moses natural.
Nice.
And we're going to go to a commercial spot. So, and guess what? We might even see Howard during one of these.
And don't forget Dr. Oscar.
Dr. Oscar.
GTO, you got to know.
You got to know. When you know, you got to know.
Absolutely.
Even if you don't know,
No,
you
should know.
You have to know if it's GTO.
Sponsors.
Howard G Cigars is a dynamic new cigar brand grown from a love for cigar culture and a respect for the artisanship behind the craft. We are a minority-owned family business based in Orlando, Florida. Our current collection delivers 3 exclusive lines: Black Moses, Magic Stick, All Pro Series, featuring Leon Searcy's signature cigar and Ike Taylor's one-of-a-kind.
You got the one-of-a-kind rankings. They got me at 89. I'm cool with that.
We are focused on evolving as a dynamic brand and bringing you new flavor-filled blends that you'll enjoy and want to share. Visit our website at www.howardgcigars.com. You can find a full list of our retail partners there too. Thank you for making us part of your humidor. DAV Cigars out of New York. Decades of experience combined with true love and deep understanding of cigars result in the highest of standard of each DAV hand-rolled cigar.
This is Phil Morgan, General Manager of Missouri Meerschaum Corncob Pipes in Washington, Missouri. Our mission since 1869 has been to produce great smoking pipes that anyone can afford. We guarantee our pipes won't be your most expensive, but they just might be the ones you smoke the most. At Missouri Meerschaum Company, we don't just sell our corncob pipes. We grow them, make them, and smoke them. Missouri Meerschaum, Washington, Missouri, since 1869.
Loyalty, passion, courage. These are the founding principles of K by Karen Berger Cigars. The Maduro, the Habano, and the newly rated 93 by Cigar Journal Connecticut. Do yourself a favor and check out this wonderful line of cigars that come from a completely linear company from seed to your hands. Blue Smoke Atlanta is the vision of Robin Blue, founder and CEO, and represents an award-winning luxury smoking accessory line based in Atlanta and sold worldwide. Since 2019, Blue Smoke Atlanta's goal was to redefine traditional smoking accessories into a timeless collection of exquisitely handcrafted luxury products to include cigar pokers, cannabis clips, jewelry, and other awesome things. For an elevated smoking experience, visit us at www.bluesmokeatl.com.
At Mountain Smoke Premium Tobacco, we specialize solely in the finest hand-rolled, craft, and boutique cigars on the market. Mountain Smoke Premium Tobacco is sure to have something that will excite you. Shop our online humidor at www.mountainsmokewv.com.
A family of 4 generations in tobacco. It started in Odense, Denmark, 141 years ago, 1882, with a factory and a retail store by Erik Peter Stokkeby. 4th Generation is a premium quality brand consisting of a selection of tin and loose tobaccos made in Denmark, pipes made of the finest quality briar, and superior accessories from leather goods, lighters, and pipe tools. The selection of 4th Generation products are available in premium pipe and cigar stores in the US and many European countries. Check out 4thGenPipeTobacco.com.
And welcome.
Here we are.
Everybody hit the share button. We got a lot of great people on here tonight. Some people we haven't seen in a while, so thank you and welcome back. Jerah, it's your turn. Take it away.
So I'm super excited to introduce our guests tonight. They're doing some things that are super unique in the industry, and I can't wait to hear what they have to say, because I think that our industries and interests are going to coincide. So it's Lumi Lux Life, right? With Michael and Louie.
Well, I like to say Louie and Michael because I think, it's better. I know.
Look at Michael's just overtaking the whole screen. We got a little Louis head in the back of it, right over his little shoulder, the way I have Jara. See that?
Wow.
I have Jara. Michael's got Louis right over his shoulder.
It's that Fendora he's got.
It's the Fendora. I know.
Look at how good he looks.
Yes.
Yeah. That's what anything.
I mean, Louis, you look great, but look at Michael. I mean, he is just on point.
She gave it away your age, and we're in shock. Yes, we are.
We're in shock.
When she said you're 30, it was like, okay.
Okay, now it's like this. His head is just like.
No, he needs a new Fandora.
Never done.
How you guys doing?
Doing good. Doing good.
I was just telling Michael, I got a little headache in the front.
Well, gin will do that to you, I guess.
I don't know if it was the gin. I don't know if it was the tequila. I don't know if it was the bourbon. Vodka.
It could be a mixture
One of them.
all of them,
But you didn't eat.
You've been like up to a mischief today. I think is what's happening when you mix all those together. It becomes a great mischief in your mind.
Michael has been going around two-fisted, just to let everybody know. We see that, Michael. You're on tape. You can't deny it.
Sorry, it's kind of loud right here. Sorry.
It's all good.
Go ahead.
So I know that you've been on the show before, but I didn't see the episode, and I wasn't a co-host then. So I think that just briefly give us a little bit of each of your backgrounds and tell us exactly what Lumi Lux Life does.
Beauty for age.
Where do we start? Well, Michael and I come from, oh my gosh. We're both Air Force veterans. We joined the military back in 1987. We were both in the Desert Storm. And after that, he went off and started his own business, and I went off and got into the medical field. Was basically working as a broker for an insurance company, and then we met in 2004, and that's when we started working together on our events, and so we've been doing that since 2004. So we combined both our backgrounds, and you know, wanted to do something that was enjoyable for everybody, and we enjoy, you know, seeing everybody have a good time. Then we went into the tequila business back in 2009, and you know, ran that company for about 3 to 4 years until we sold it. And so it looks like now it's full circle. We got into cigars. We started producing events with Jonathan Drew back in 2013, 14.
Yeah, 13.
And we did that.
Sean Williams,
yeah,
Skip
Sean
Martin.
Williams, all of those guys.
Yeah.
And so that's
Luciano.
Yep. Luciano.
Yep. Yeah.
We've had an opportunity to work with a lot of wonderful companies, and I mean, we pretty much worked with everybody per se. And you know, it was a good run.
Yeah. Yeah. So now we're still doing a little bit of cigars, but we're now going back into the spirit industry, which is what we love. It's kind of like that's the industry we know best.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
That was
Now,
good liquor.
so how did the your last Drew Estate event go? I know that was in Brooklyn. It was with Liga. How did that all come about? And that seemed like a pretty exciting event.
You know, I'm gonna say this. You know, for individuals that produce events, they know just how much time and effort and energy and everything goes into trying to create something that those in attendance would enjoy, and to make sure that they're, you know, getting their value out of that. And, you know, it takes a lot of time and effort ongoing in order to, you know, you just showed Elijah Craig on following up, getting in contact with them, submitting all the documentation, making sure that everything is dotted and everything is crossed. All the arrangements. I mean, it's a lot of work. And so you'll have individuals that, you know, make mention that they want to attend, so on and so forth. So, you know, you try to make all the accommodations you can as best you can, you know, to do that. So, you know, the funny part, and the reason why I'm stating that is because you have people that'll do that, and then they'll ask that same question, how was it? And I tell them, you know, they look into it, you know, the next time, if it happens. And that's the thing. Louis and I, we produce experiential events, and sometimes they're not duplicated. Sometimes you can't duplicate it.
No.
You have to live in the moment. You have to live in the now. Our mentor in this game, you know, besides Jonathan, obviously, he was always about friendship and fellowship. And that's not anything that you can get back. I mean, that's the one thing, guys, that we can never get back is time, you know. Right. And so we just try to make sure that we put together something, you know, as far as time is concerned, that, you know, everybody can experience it in.
Yeah, and the reason why we put Liga and Brooklyn together was that Jonathan hadn't been back, and I don't think he's ever done an event in Brooklyn.
Yeah, for a while.
And one of the things that he's always wanted to do was like a rooftop event back home. And so we were able to find a rooftop like close to his neighborhood. Williamsburg, I believe, was what? Yeah, it was
close to where he would live.
Yeah,
close to where he lived.
Close where he lived, and it was amazing. I mean, it's probably the one and only time we'll ever do that event. And for those people who attended, I think they all had a great time.
And I mean, in the concept, we had approached it 2 years prior, but just due to, you know, circumstances, you know, it didn't happen. I mean, if you look back and think about it, they've never done an event that was strictly Liga.
Yeah.
Right.
This was strictly
That was all
Liga. It was all Liga. I mean, you know, it was wonderful. It was wonderful. So I think what they may do, you know, they've made adjustments and changes. I think in the future, what they may do is they may take, you know, that concept and kind of start producing their own internal things with that of Liga. I believe. We'll wait and see.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic.
So what made you go from, you know, I'm in the military as well, but what made you go from like military insurance broker, now we want to do spirits and events? Like what was that conversation?
Life change.
Yeah, so we call it our journey. Michael and I have pretty much done almost everything.
Hey.
And we, the reason why I got into the medical side of the business side of the medical field was because I was working as a nurse in labor and delivery while I was in the Air Force.
Wow.
And so that's where the medical background comes from. And then I got my degree in business while I was in the military. And so it was just the easiest way to transition into civilian life for me.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't want to continue working as a practical nurse. I wanted more to go into the business side.
Mm-hmm.
And so, Michael, you can talk about
Well,
that.
and then my time frame for the most part was that of law enforcement. However, I had a love for sales. In college, I majored in sales and marketing management. Thus, getting out of the Air Force in lieu of going to work in law enforcement, I actually was corporate sales for a company, and just over a period of time, you know, it just made more sense for me to do my own business. And fast forward, you know, was able to develop from nothing to something to 18 years into 3 states. When that business was dissolved, my only other love at that point was dealing with numbers. So at that point, I had started the quest of being a financial advisor. It's so funny because my boss was somebody that Louie had trained when she was dipping in that in an environment.
Yeah.
But one of the other things that I like to do on the side was producing, you know, events, whether it be music or comedy or what have you. So when Louie and I actually met, I was doing a project and I asked her would she, you know, care to join me and assist and, you know, to work with me. And I mean, and we've been doing it ever since. And so when we were operating the tequila company and being part owners, Louis actually was the appointed COO. A lot of the events that we did in pairing, we would pair a cigar, you know, with our añejo. And once the company had got purchased, we decided that, hey, you know, we can continue to kind of do this. And, you know, I mean, it was just something that was enjoyable, something we enjoyed doing together, and, you know, had a lot of love, a lot of support, you know, from some of the companies that were out there. And I mean, you know, it just made sense, you know, to continue that path.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah, pretty much. And then Jonathan was always guiding us through the whole thing. JD was like just a major part of the last 10 years of our life.
Mm-hmm.
He mentored us, and he was always the one that, for some reason, always was able to predict how business was going to run. And,
Right.
you know, and from that is just a great friendship, and just totally have so much love and respect for all the guys, you know, who gave us an opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
When we first did our yacht party in Los Angeles, Roma Craft was just coming out.
Mm-hmm. I think they were out like, what, 3 years at that point or something?
No, only a couple years.
Okay,
and
yeah.
then Sean Williams was still with El Primer Mundo when he had his cigar line.
Mm-hmm.
And so Cohiba hadn't even, you know, picked them up yet.
Mm-hmm.
And so, you know, so we had those guys when they were, you know, just in the start of their success.
Mm-hmm. And we just developed and continued those relationships, and then built, you know, other ones, you know, along the way.
Mm-hmm.
Those that believed enough in us to give us an opportunity to work with us, and you know, we just kept it moving.
Mm-hmm.
I love that. I love that because events are my passion. I do them for, you know, I have 2 restaurants in Arlington, really, really close to all of the major stadiums here in Texas. And they're 2 of the only fine dining establishments in town. So we get a ton of corporate attention. We get a ton of people, you know, wanting to celebrate all their big special events, their birthdays, their retirement parties, and all of this. And now we have this new concept, and I'll email you information about it offline, but it's called Hearsay Arlington, and it's literally in Choctaw Stadium where the XFL plays, right across the street from Glow Life Field, where the Texas Rangers play, 1 block down from AT&T Stadium where the Dallas Cowboys play. So it's a huge entertainment district. It's got this really great cigar patio that overlooks the field. It's a huge restaurant that can seat like 300 people. And we've got it's a lounge side that has, live music, very blues, jazz, and funk forward. And then we have the dining room with private rooms on the other side that has the view of the entertainment district. So like doing, figuring out what events, like we just like this month in April, or this next month in April, we're going to start doing themed brunches. We're going to have like a Motown brunch and a jazz brunch and a gospel brunch and a blues brunch, right? And people are so excited for that. And so it's always really cool and fun for me to talk to other people who do events to like see, what are the ideas that you're coming out with and what are the things that you find that works well, because events can be very cumbersome. It's a lot of heavy work. It's a lot of promotion, a lot of, trying to get commitments and, things like that. And so, but we have a really cool concept and I would love for you guys to come and check it out.
I would love that. I would love that. Well, it's so funny because did you say the XFL stadium? Oh, wow.
That's where The Rock has his team. The Rock has his team there, right?
He moved. Yeah, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson moved the XFL headquarters from Orlando, Florida to Arlington, Texas, because we were able to offer them this stadium, amongst other things. And it's been wildly successful. I mean, people come to the games. Our patio is full every XFL game. So people can literally smoke cigars on our patio and watch the game. It overlooks the field. So the field's down here and our patio's up here and it overlooks it. And they can watch the whole game. And they can eat brunch. They can get food. They can smoke cigars. They can get craft cocktails. It's a really cool concept.
And you guys don't charge, right? You don't charge extra for watch the games there.
No, they just have to make a reservation.
Yeah.
I mean,
That is so awesome.
Beautiful.
Congratulations on that. That is amazing.
It was don't get me wrong, like I've lost hair over the summer.
Yeah, she lost a lot of hair.
And she stole it from us, actually. She stole it.
And it was a big concept to pull off. It was a lot of work. But it's when you create, it's almost those, it's the thing is, if you build it, they will come. And, when you put your heart and soul into a concept like that, people can tell. And the, wow factor there. Yeah. I mean, there are hiccups in the beginning, just like anything else. But people in Arlington were really cool. If we messed up their food or something, they're like, we get it. Like, we'll come back and give you another chance. But just having it's a very multifaceted concept like that, where you can, take care of people's bigger parties and give them a private space if they need that. The menu is really, really neat and very, very unique. I mean, we have like lobster omelets, lobster and shrimp omelets for brunch. And, and we have this shrimp and grits with collard greens on the top. So it's very upscale Southern cuisine, a little bit of Cajun fusion. But like people can do a lot with that. And I've been hit up by a lot of promoters that want to do events there. And I'm kind of skeptical because I'm still trying to figure out what all that looks like in a concept like this. My background is military, guns, cigars, and spirits, right? And I'm kind of like diving into this restaurant thing a little outside of my wheelhouse, but I'm learning it.
Well, it's so funny that, the reason why I had asked, and that's so amazing. You're so young still and doing so much. I mean, and a woman doing that.
Well, technically I'm middle-aged.
No, you're not. But tell me that when you're 50.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes. How about that? He's middle-aged. He's Middle Ages.
Yeah, he's from the Middle
Ages. Whoops, I misspoke. Middle Ages.
He was born in the Middle Ages.
Well, the great thing, Jara, is that you're putting together also, you got to hype up, because that's what we really love them also, is the cigar. You're doing a boutique cigar, basically humidor, and you got a lot of our favorites in there. You got Kafie, 1901. You got DAV. Dr. Oscar, by the way, he's on with GTO. He wants to have a meeting with you. I'll set that up,
Yeah.
But
I got so many event or meeting requests from cigar distributors and manufacturers that I had to hire a humidor manager,
right?
Because I couldn't handle all of it. And let me tell you something. Finding that person was ridiculous. Ridiculous. I had all kinds of unqualified people that wanted that position, and I had to dig and dig and dig and wait and wait and wait and find like this perfect person. And I interviewed him over a cigar and over cocktails for 2 hours. I grilled this guy, and he's perfect for the job. He's really perfect for the job. So we do have a humidor in the restaurant, and then the cigar patio is outside. It's a beautiful humidor. We did it all in Spanish cedar. And then we are slowly getting in our inventory. But we've got some Fuente in there. We've got some undercrown, like Jura State undercrowns in there. We got some Ohana in there. And then we just ordered a ton of boutique selections. So I did the BCA festival last year with these guys, and it was super fun. And I got to smoke some really, because before, I've been smoking for 20 years, but I had only really been exposed to the common brands, the bigger brands. So I had my favorites through there, but like being able to do that particular festival really introduced me to some of these smaller brands and the quality that they bring to the table. And, now having an opportunity to bring that to the forefront into one of the biggest cities in the nation is really, it's a really like a surreal experience, that we're able to do in a really cool concept, in a really big stadium, in a really awesome town.
Well, I have a proposition for you.
Uh-oh.
I am being propositioned. Hold on. Let me get a little more shoulder in this. Yes.
Michael, turn away.
Hell, I want to see what the damn proposition is.
Oh, forget about it.
What if we plan something in at your place, and we can bring the global bartender champion to your establishment. He's based out of Europe, but he really wants an American presence. And we talked to him today, and he's really, really excited about doing events in the U.S. He has his own tequila, and I tell you, his tequila is amazing.
Amazing.
So how old is he, and do you have a photo?
He is. How old is David?
Because he looks kind of young. He's fit.
Oh my gosh, he's so handsome.
Yeah,
I did a video.
Nice guy. Nice
He sounds like 42 years old. He looks like a Greek goddess.
Oh my God,
A Greek goddess.
It takes a while to come up with this shit, but it does come up.
Greek goddess. For Jara, yes, Aphrodite.
He's transitioning right now.
Right now, he's on a world tour, but he wants to do a tour here in America.
Actually, I would love to host him. I would love to do an event surrounding that. I'm telling you, this concept is really, really cool. But I would love to have, I would love for the Chooches to be available for that too, because they haven't been able to come in and see the concept yet either. They were in town and they got a tour when we were doing the build out. But now it's finished.
We are the Chooches.
I would love to do that.
There's a lot of people who don't know who we are. We're Chooches. And we didn't introduce ourselves because we want to get right to you.
But it would be actually a super convenient thing to do because we are literally within walking distance, half a block of two incredible upscale hotels, and the entire entertainment district is around us too. So if it was a weekend thing where you wanted him to come, he could literally come and do, if he wanted to do a 3 or 4 day tour just in this city, he could literally come and do Mercury Chop House, which is our other location across the highway. He could do Hearsay Arlington. He could do Cut and Bourbon. He could go and do the stadium if he wanted to. There would be a ton of things that we could plan for him to do. And we're literally
we will do that.
Literally, listen to this though. We're right in the middle of two other major cities. So Dallas is here, Arlington is here, and then Fort Worth is here. So he could do the Dallas district, which has some amazing upscale bars. And then he could turn around and go to Fort Worth. He could go to the Stockyards.
was like 45 minutes
that.
either
Well,
way. You're at Dallas and one
30
in Fort
minutes.
Worth.
It's
Yeah.
30
Half an hour either way.
Yeah, Dallas.
I'm
and
gonna
then
put it
30
out
minutes
there.
in Arlington, and then
Well,
30 minutes
you
into
gotta-
Fort Worth.
But the action right now is all in Arlington, folks. That is
is.
the hot
Yeah.
spot. Everything
Oh,
is
yeah.
happening in Arlington. No question.
Well,
So tell
I
us
wanna-
about this new thing that you guys are actually there in Vegas. What can you talk about that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you got a new
No good.
concept,
New
a
concept.
new idea coming.
Michael, we put you on the spot, Michael.
Thinking that a game changer.
It
is what
is.
I heard.
It is a game changer. It absolutely is. We were introduced to this product a couple months ago. It's actually a piece of equipment that is patented and is it is going to be a game changer in the nightclub industry, especially for bottle service, because it's a mechanism that can make your alcohol as cold as how many degrees is it?
-6, -15.
So it's
Yeah.
within 8 seconds of
Wow.
it can pour that into a glass in 8 seconds. So you're getting rid of the ice, you're getting rid of dilution, you're getting more pure alcohol, the taste and the flavor. And so, yeah, so, and it doesn't require, it's portable, so it doesn't require any AC adapters or anything like that.
I'll take 5.
Yeah, so there you go.
And with that, why don't we hold up and let's go to our sponsors. And we got people, there's a lot of people online. If you got any questions, feel free to ask. And then, Jara, you got a whole bunch more questions to go. So take it away, Frank.
This industry is steeped in family and tradition. There's generational stuff, and I see it over and over, and yet, no, I didn't come from that. Being the outsider looking in, I got to ask all the silly questions, and people were very accepting to want to give me all the right answers. I'm very thankful for those people who kind of allowed me to come in. Now with Alec and Bradley in the business, to have our company become generational, that's pretty cool.
Welcome to GTO Dominican Cigars, a boutique cigar company that artfully blends and creates some of the finest handmade puros from the Cibao Valley in the Dominican Republic. We are fourth-generation manufacturers and growers of tobacco with over 140 years of experience, offering a variety of styles, blends, and strengths. Mild, medium plus, and full-bodied. We would truly consider it an honor for you to experience our cigars. Those who know smoke GTO.
Before you light your next cigar, be sure to check out Cigar Medics, the makers of the patent-approved humidimeter. The humidimeter is a tool designed to display the relative humidity inside your cigar. With this device, there's no more guessing. Simply insert the probes into the foot or cap of your cigar, and you can instantly know if your cigar is ready to be smoked. Buy now on cigarmedics.com and see site for other cigar accessories. With the humidimeter, you'll know when to hold them and know when to smoke them.
Years in the making, the Chief cigar was born, blended, boxed, and released to market on June 26, 2015. This cigar was developed by former fire chief, firefighter, cigar aficionado Ken Dorbecker, and has grown into a signature Firehouse cigar line. Including, of course, the Chief, a Nicaraguan Habano blend, Proby, a Connecticut Shade blend, All Hands, a Maduro Mexican San Andreas box press, and the brand new Fire Pole, a beautifully crafted San Andreas Habano barber pole. Join the Chief family and make us part of your humidor. R&A Treasures, out of Tampa Bay, Florida. The last of a legacy. The last of an inventory of Thomas Cristiano in a warehouse where everything is aged and well kept for all your pipe and smoking needs.
We're back.
And we're back. All right. Everybody hit that share button. Jara, she's... you had the whole 3 minutes. Of course, the commercials.
It's all make me drink.
All right, go.
Okay, so we have this this device. Okay, I want to go back to this for just a second. And so how big is it?
How big is that?
They have a quad, a dual. I mean, they have single, a dual, and a quad. So I would say dimension wise for the quad, that's the one that they were showing today. It's probably maybe approximately about 18 to maybe 20 inches on width, and then height, including the top. So on the top, like when you're looking at a Fireball, you're looking at a Jägermeister, they have the bottle on there, and basically it's just a standard bottle, 750 milliliter bottle, that can fit, the insert.
Right.
And so you're looking at approximately maybe about another 24 inches, something like that, maybe from the base to the top of the bottle. Yeah. They're not actually they're really big, very, very roomy, very, in regards to placement wise, they did a really, really good job. They did a really, really good job.
Now, does something like that work on like a portable power, or like how does?
But it is portable. That's the whole thing. So the singular ones, they actually created it where you can put it in a plane, boat, car, like limo, what have you.
Okay.
And so the one that they had today, they actually have a cart that you can you place it on the top of the cart, and then you can roll it around. I mean, anywhere. It's really nice.
Yeah.
It's really, really nice.
We got a question here from Cigar Box
I'm gonna have
Marketing.
to install one of those in my new vehicle.
She'd like to know a tabletop, does it need ventilation?
Does it what?
Does it need ventilation?
No.
No. Okay.
No ventilation.
Okay.
So,
No.
battery powered is the question?
It is battery powered. I don't know if it's lithium or what have you, but they use the CO2 as an element to keep it cool. That's what they do
Okay.
to get it cold. Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Okay.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now, does it also dispense the liquid in shot form? So it's per
Yes.
shot. It's all
All per shot or
all
adjustable?
measured shot.
It's not pre-measured. I mean, it's just kind of like a tap, so
Okay.
you go
Okay.
just kind of like a tap. You can pour. I mean, mainly you want to probably utilize it for shots or what have you. But I mean, if you're just doing like, 2-finger or whatever, I mean,
Right.
it's wonderful for that. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Excellent.
Absolutely.
That's a really cool concept. I would love to be kept up in the loop about
Well, what
that.
I'll do is this. When we're done, I'll send you, I think it's a picture of the quad, and I can send you a picture of the quad, and you can use imagination on what it would be as far as, singular or the double.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'll make sure I send it over to you guys.
Yeah, I mean that's
Sounds
the best thing. I mean, when I think about having a shot nice and cold, that would be a real
It's the best.
game
Yeah.
changer.
Oh yeah.
Because now you're not watering it down. Think about it.
Can that
especially-
come in a backpack so I can walk around my house? And just put my
You can roll it around in
You know
a
what?
radial
It's so
flyer,
funny.
Bob.
It's so funny that you should say that, because the gentleman who created this, he has other patented items that he was showing Louis and I. And I mean, it's just, I'm telling you, it's just ridiculous. The mindset and the genius that this guy is. I mean, I'll send you his website as well. So if you want to go through and look at it, and I'm not selling his stuff. But I mean, his stuff is it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
Well, and I would love to see it, but I just want to let you know, Michael, that is what happens when you retire. Okay? You keep working.
Well, first of all, let's get one thing straight. He doesn't need the backpack because Bob's not walking around his house. He's sitting in his chair all day.
I'm really waiting for him to get that, motorized
I
wheelchair.
walk to the refrigerator for ice all the time. So,
I more see like Bob getting this on his like little rascal,
Yeah,
this Bob-
absolutely.
it's cool to have it right on the table, though.
Well, I mean, the uses are endless, especially
It's very
if you
cool.
think about it. in the wine industry and all of the different places for tastings and oh my God, I mean, talk about an endless stream.
Absolutely. Like I will tell you, do you guys know what a Coravin is?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, game changer for serving wine, but
right.
not even for serving wine necessarily, but for selling expensive bottles of wine.
Exactly.
Because people would look at a $400 bottle of wine or a $500 bottle of wine and go, well, maybe, but I don't know what it tastes like. And the Coravin was the game changer because you could needle through the cork, pour a taste of it, and the bottle was still completely intact. You could literally sell it again if they didn't like it. Okay. And it was a game changer. And I cannot tell you at Mercury how many high dollar bottles of wine I've sold just by pouring that much out from the Coravin. And only a few people are like, oh no, I don't think I want that. And you literally just put it back and it's completely intact. You could totally sell it again. It's literally missing that much.
Right.
Just so you know, next time I come to Arlington, I'm gonna ask for samples of all the different ones.
You're gonna kick my ass.
If I come there, I'm going to weigh the bottles before I buy
He's going to weigh the way
the night story.
I see a red dot already on Kyle's forehead.
Nothing new. Nothing new.
So
one shot, Jara. One shot.
So our other steak and chop house is located on the 9th floor of an office building. And it's really cool because it has all these panoramic window views and the choo-choos have come to eat there. And so now when you hear in the news that Kyle was splattered into the parking lot.
Hey, I'm like John Wick. I'll just bounce off the pavement and keep going.
No, that was Crank. That was Crank. That was that movie. But
Louis and Michael, I know you have an event coming up, and it's a big event. It was a yearly event, correct?
That's right. That's right. It's the last event that we'll have for this year. Typically we do it in, October, but I mean, it's rolling the dice. Yeah, we'll be utilizing the Biscayne Lady again. That was one of the first ones we did. That actual vessel holds approximately 330 individuals, 3 different levels. It's a catamaran, 111, 112 foot. It's a wonderful, wonderful vessel. And, it was one of those things, guys, where, again, we had to coordinate at the time. We had to coordinate when we could have the talent there, i.e., Sean, Jonathan, Rafael Nadal, whoever it was that was sponsoring the events. For us, it was important to try to have the individuals who were responsible for that cigar to be there. Got a lot of love for the reps, what have you, but, we wanted to provide our guests and the attendees with the individuals that were actually, created it or behind, the brand. And so based on that, majority of them, because of the industry, that was the only time frame that they were available. Well, when you got that hurricane season, that happened. So right now, and doing it in August, it makes it a little bit easier for us. The weather is beautiful. We don't have to worry about the hurricane type of thing. So yeah, August the 4th through the 6th, that's the weekend that we're going to be, providing the event. And I mean, we're looking forward to it. We have some new individuals that are going to be, involved with us this year. And, we love to be able to provide our event as a stage, for those that want to get a little bit of exposure, those individuals that have been looking to come out and hang out with us again, from the previous year. And I mean, typically we'll have individuals that will come from Philippines, England. I believe this year we're going to have some from Italy and some from Spain as well. And, besides the other individuals that normally come, from the Four Corners here, and North America. So, I mean, we're looking really forward to this one. And we're excited. We are excited.
Any chance that you might be looking for a podcast crew to, jump on and put it out there to the world? I mean, we got 65 countries and counting. We can help. Just saying.
I know I'm not seasick. Bob is seasick. Ronnie's seasick.
No, I'll take Dramamine. I'm in. I'm good. I'm good. You know, if you want us, we're there.
Right here. Iron stomach.
Just in case you want us to promote and talk about it on the boat.
Personally, I'd rather do a hurricane party, but.
Right?
Yeah. I'm listening. I can't hear you. What?
I'd rather do the
Sorry,
hurricane.
guys.
Yeah.
1 second. Go.
Oh, is he taking off the fedora? What's happening?
Oh, what's
Because
this?
you
Oh,
pushed Michael
changing
aside.
seats.
We're changing.
That's it. Michael's out of there.
Uh-oh.
We have
Did I
to-
say something wrong? Is he upset with me? I'm just.
Yeah, you called it a Fendora.
There he is.
So,
He back.
this is Miss. I don't know if you can see her. That's Miss Latte.
Oh, what a cutie.
I love it.
I don't see a cigar.
That's our baby. She travels everywhere with us, and she wanted to be sitting underneath us. And we're like, no, you're fine right there.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, she made the big time. She made the show. She's on. I'll get an autograph from her later.
There you go. But no, I mean, you know, we like to work with everybody, man. You know, like I said earlier, you know, when it comes down to time, that's something that we can't get back, and to be able to do friendship and fellowship with everybody. I mean, we're so good for that. I mean, at the end of the day, the one thing that Jonathan always said to us is what? Let's do it together. That's it. You know, and people always ask what the secret sauce is. I mean, do it together. You know, don't just, you know, it's too many people that's out there that wants to try to do some things and you know, again, you know, create memories at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Create the memories.
So you guys are at the Corona Cigar Lounge. So I forgot who's in Florida.
Bob and Frank.
Frank and Bob are always there.
Bob. Yeah.
They're always hanging out at Jeff's place.
Chicago, Texas.
Yeah. Well, Miami is just a 4-hour drive down.
It's not far.
It's not a long flight either. Like,
yeah, we can be on the next air flight.
We can get down there in 2.5 hours.
That's
I mean,
all. We'll fly faster than Bob and Frank could drive.
Listen, we'll take Michael. Don't worry. We have access to a private jet that will get us there. We'll just have to bribe somebody, but that's okay. You know,
Frank, what are you smoking?
Michael, Frank is such a liar.
No, I exaggerate a bit.
Just
There's
a little.
difference.
Just a bit.
There's a difference.
Yeah, his bribing is what he calls paying for a plane ticket and then getting on it.
Frank tells me anything, this is my face. No.
You want to talk to me about James?
Oh yeah, James. I believe James Marshall is in your backstage.
Wait, yes, let's get James up. I saw somebody back here, but he is kind of like just a J at this point.
Yeah, all we see is James
no
Marshall's
camera.
there.
He's got no camera.
Is he
the guy with no face?
Yeah. He's a man behind the mirror.
Who is he?
I apologize. I wasn't set up.
Is
for
he the
this,
hot marshal?
Oh,
wait, we do hear him.
He's like the Wizard of Oz.
He's the man behind the curtain. Yeah.
Hello, James. Welcome to the show.
Oh, there he is. There he is. Hey, James.
We need a little more light.
Welcome.
Podcast kit set up.
So,
all right.
James is a gentleman that we met out here during TPE, and he was so gracious enough to share his heating lamp with us. But you know, he has his own business, and he's in regards to sales of cigars. And you know, we spoke with him. You know, met his lovely wife. We hung out a little bit, and he was interested in being involved with our event. And then so you know, James actually is the title sponsor for the event. And so we wanted to try to bring him on here to introduce him to you guys and let him tell a little bit about himself and his company, and you know, and invite some people out to come see him and in August.
Yeah. So this is James Marshall with Upscale Smokes out of Chicago.
Say hello, James.
Hey.
Hey everybody, how y'all doing?
Good.
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 All right.
What's happening, James?
Hey, James, do you have a flashlight on your cell phone? Maybe you could just put you underneath so we can see you.
You have a lighter.
Everybody, James Marshall. Here you go.
I promise you'll be able to see me in Miami. Just come to Miami.
All right.
So tell us
we
a little
just got invited. We
Yeah,
got invited,
see?
guys.
Yeah.
Hey, the show, we're on.
Do you have a big house? Because I know Bob, he wants his own room. He snores.
I'm not traveling with you guys. I'm gonna do my own thing.
So tell us, James, what's going on?
Not much. Yeah, run a cigar online retail right now, out of Chicago.
Hey, Chicago.
Yes, sir.
I can see it's nice and warm there.
Yes.
I was sitting out of warm in Vegas. Yeah, so we allow people business upscale smokes, and we allow people to build variety boxes of
nice
top rated cigars. So any cigar that's been rated on Cigar Aficionado, Cigar Dojo, we curate those different top line cigars and let people go pretty much like walking into a humidor. Go online and then build your own variety boxes. And then we also do boxes for events and setups for events as well.
Oh, I like that concept.
I've always liked going into cigar lounges and not having to, you have the ability to buy multiple options. Most online sites, they're typically dominated in regards to just buying whole boxes or 5 packs of the same cigars.
Yeah.
We wanted to give that human feel on the online space and let people go and build their own box based off their own taste, based off their own the flavor, the profile of the cigar, size, whatever the case may be. You build it how you want to, from 1 to 50 if you want.
Wow. When did you guys get started? How did you come? I mean, this is a great concept. Like,
yes.
When was the light bulb, and like when did you we need to get on this now, because that's a freaking great concept.
Well, he talked to me about 3 years ago and gave me the idea.
Sure he did. Sure he did.
James and I go back a while. We're Facebook buddies.
You could have sold them, but you 1 year off. It was only 2 years. 2 years.
What can I tell you?
Yeah, I always liked innovation. I do business in other areas as well. Social service arenas and stuff like that, working with adults with developmental disabilities, companies in that service field. And I would I've always had a passion about cigars and had a passion about business and wanted to merge them, but I knew I had to, birth something creative. So I saw people having, the memberships and all that type of stuff for boxes and different things like that. And I always, like I said, like variety. I like to mix and match my different cigars and everything. So that's what it was birthed out of. Just wanting to create a platform that I would like for other cigar smokers as well.
Is that like a cigar of the month club or something like that?
Right. So that's what we're not. We're not a cigar of the month club. Like, you can go. We feature different boutique lines every month. We'll feature a top brand every month as well. But we just allow people to go on there and build their own boxes.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. Continually you can. But we also wanted to be a platform to kind of allow the boutique lines to have a playing ground with the more premium lines. So you can go buy a Padron cigar with a drunken chicken, or
I like drunken chicken.
You got to get a Howard G on there, buddy. That's a hell of a cigar.
So and then we were doing it.
That's a really, really cool concept.
Yeah, and we wanted to support, the up and coming boutique lines and stuff like that. So we will invest in those companies. We'll buy their inventory, feature them for a month on our website, on our social media platforms, just cross marketing, just asking them to promote it as well, letting people know, customers know that they can purchase it off of our site as well, that we're one of their vendors for their cigar lines. So
can you give us the website again? We got one of our viewers want to know about price and mixing and how's that all
how
working
do you
again?
price a mixed box? I guess it depends, right?
Yeah, what you're picking.
So the site is upscalesmokes.com. Upscalesmokes.com.
Upscale Smokes.
And so we basically sell based off the single cigars. We have some pre-made cigars. So say for instance, you've never had a My Father, you just want to try this. We have pre-made My Father boxes, pre-made Padron boxes, pre-made boxes for the companies that gives a variety of the top line cigars in that box. But if you're building your own, it's just the price of the single cigars.
Awesome. What a great concept. Congratulations.
And I think if I remember correctly, you have your humidor warehouse right there in Chicago, right?
Yes. Yeah, so we ship right out the same day that you order. So it's right here.
Wow.
Oh, man.
So
It's beautiful.
Do you kind of go in and purchase X amount of boxes from the different brands and then be able to then put them on and showcase them? How do you work that? Because it gets a little tricky, no, as far as getting good pricing so that you can pass a good price along to your customer. So how does that work for you?
So for us, it's still the same as any retail person that's selling the cigars. We still have them price protection. So it's the same. So if you ban a Drew Estate cigar from your site for $10, it's $10 on our site as well. We just allow people to mix and match them. So we do a little bit more work, but we don't price you or charge you for that work.
Gotcha. Because you're doing the picking, you're actually doing the select. There's labor involved there.
Yeah.
Exactly. So that's interesting. Now, as far as taxes and states that you're allowed to ship to, can you ship to all 50 states or?
Yeah, I'm a wholesaler as well, so we ship worldwide.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
So
Wow.
worldwide. Oh, okay.
Oh,
fantastic.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Very
And
good.
tell me the website one more time.
Upscalesmokes.com.
Upscalesmokes.com. Okay, I'm gonna make a note of that.
So how did you guys hook up with Michael and Louie? Louie, Mike, how you hook up with him on this? Are you guys old time friends or?
No, we were actually at TPE, and I was outside sitting next to a heater because I was coming to Vegas to get some heat, but it wasn't no heat in Vegas, so I know how to find a heat.
Okay.
Hey,
all right.
in the wintertime in Vegas, it gets cold. I
Right.
tell you, that desert cold, it gets cold.
Move the operation down to Florida. There's always heat here.
Yeah, we were looking for the heat, and he was the only one sitting outside next to the heat lamp. But he's from Chicago, so he's used to the cold. And it was at Jonathan Drew Estate's their party for TPE. So they had a pool right next to the pool. It was outside, and it was a cold night.
Yeah. So, he was a gentleman. I approached him and I asked him and said, "Excuse me, sir, would you care to share some of your heat, with the missus?"
Whoa, boy, oh boy, what a lead on. Michael.
And he was like, "Absolutely." And I'm like, "Okay, thank you."
And then you shoved him out of the seat and then you sat in his place. I know, right? Very good. Excellent.
No, James is a really good guy.
Hold on.
That's right.
All right, we got a little background news. That's okay. That's fine. I tell you what, let's hold up for a moment. Let's go to our final sponsor, and we'll get ready for the segment called Smoke the Huge.
And we'll explain to that to you guys when we come back, because it's not that complicated. But
I'm no longer allowed to participate because I said fucking Einstein.
Chuchettes are not allowed. No chuchettes.
Sorry about
no,
that,
it was
guys.
fucking Edison. It was
Oh,
Edison.
yeah.
Edison. But we will be right back, folks. Stick around.
Cigar in the Bottle is 2 palate-pleasing gifts in one. A specially blended Grand Pommier XS VSOP cognac is elegantly contained in patented numbered bottles. Winner of back-to-back-to-back medals at the LA Spirits Awards, Cigar in the Bottle inventor Forbidden Johnny teams up with Vartan and Hendrik Kellner for this custom-blended Vartan Reserva cigar, well-preserved in a hand-blown glass chamber featuring Bovita two-way humidification.
At Norwood Royal Cigars, we have the biggest walk-in humidor in the Midwest. Our 1,500 square foot humidor is home to almost 4,000 different cigars that will meet the need of any cigar enthusiast. We have boutique blends to the more traditional selections and everything in between. From the novice beginner to the aficionado, the knowledgeable staff at NRC will find the perfect cigar for you. Located on the northwest side of Chicago, we want to be your shop for all your cigar wants and needs. As always, at Norwood Royal Cigars, light it, smoke it, love it.
Experience the magic of Rockefeller Cigars today. With 11 years steeped in tradition, passion, and mystery of the leaf, Rockefeller has a cigar just for you. Be like the greatest magicians and make Rockefeller Cigars appear in your lineup with any of our 4 lines. The Nicaraguan, the Dominican Blue, the Vintage Gold, and our new LE, the Art of Magic.
Over the Rhine Premium Cigars is located in the heart of Cincinnati, 50 yards south of historic Findlay Market. We offer both known brands and the finest boutique cigars available. Feel free to bring your favorite beverage and relax in Dude Daycare, where dudes of all genders are welcome. We look forward to serving you at Over the Rhine Premium Cigars. And we are a proud member of the Boutique Cigar Association.
All begins at the very first climate-controlled Rodriguez Olivan cigar factory located in the Dominican Republic. Our 2 major brands include Don Olivan, which are boutique cigars suited for that individual who takes great pride in something unique. BAMF is our armed forces cigars designed for that badass mother effer. Not only are you smoking a great premium cigar, a percentage of the proceeds is donated to our heroic men and women in uniform.
And we're back.
All right.
Now, before we get too far, I've got another like thing that Michael needs to get into, and I need to hire this guy. He needs to do like a wardrobe of the month like thing. I need to start dressing like Mike. He needs to dress me, because I feel if I start dressing like Michael, I have a better shot with the ladies, because like
walk around in your Depends, you'll check it out.
he needs to come up with like a wardrobe of the month club. You know, he's like, here's your style for the month. This is what you need to wear.
I mean, peep that pocket square. Look at that hat.
Yes.
Look
Hey,
at that
Michael,
jacket.
look at what I did. I matched your lower third to the colors in your hat. If you look carefully, I did that on purpose, knowing that you're going to have a red band on your.
Did that on purpose.
I did that on purpose. Yes, I knew what you were planning on wearing.
Like we said, he's a hype. Bottom line.
Yeah, it's
Anyway.
But think about that, Michael. You need to come up with a wardrobe of the month club. You
Yeah,
need-
he really wants to come to Chicago to help you.
He doesn't
He
have
can
to
hang out with Dave.
He doesn't
that's
have
all.
to come to Chicago. We can do this over Zoom. I mean,
well, I bet. Ay, ay, ay. All right, guys. Well, it's that time. And Frank, how about showing our mascot?
Well, yeah, let me first explain, because, this could throw people for a loop. I love history. I'm a history buff. I kind of enjoy things, like Bob. I enjoy Bob because he's a piece of history here. He's gone through many, many, many decades. So
Bob, our own history piece.
Yes, he's our own.
I'm the true historian.
What I do is I like to play this game called Stump the Chooch, which then became Smoke the Chooch. Now, the chooch in Italian is this lovely creature known for its work habits.
You don't want to work.
It's also known as a jackass to everybody else, but in Italian it's chooch. But it's a donkey, and it's a very, very,
It's an important animal.
It is an important animal. The country was built on it. Many countries were built on the backs of a chooch.
Was the animal don't want to come alive? We can't see him?
No, it came on. It came on, Ronnie. It's your internet here is going really slow for some reason. It was on. You didn't see it.
No, I was paying attention to something else.
Asking you guys the questions first, and then we ask our audience to participate for a prize. And Ronnie usually has some interesting prizes that he may give away during the show.
Used shirts.
Polo.
His old salad plate.
Yes.
I never get rid of the salad plate. You should know that.
Let's see
tonight
let's
we
see.
have a beautiful cigar carrying case by Lotus. And check this out.
Oh, nice.
Check this
Very
out.
nice.
I'll even send you the plastic. So this one also has its own lighter and cutter in there.
Yeah.
It's a complete
It's
set.
a gift set.
It's a
Nice.
beautiful set.
Very
Wow.
nice.
He doesn't use it first.
Yes. Well, yeah.
Let me see if
blade
it's
on that cutter is worn out.
It's slightly used, and the lighter doesn't work anymore.
That was Ronnie's
Yeah.
2 years ago.
Oh, there it is. It's working. It's a 4-flamer. But anyway, it really a brand new, beautiful Lotus.
Beautiful.
Slightly
cigar.
used.
Nice.
Yeah, very nice.
New to
And,
the person who owns it.
But
really?
hold on, though.
Yeah.
Time out.
What Frank failed to explain is that all of the questions happened before like 1600.
Yes.
No. Jerah
You
tends to
really have to know
exaggerate.
your history, like way back.
Yeah, like Edison.
Yeah. Which brings me to my next point, which is why I can't participate anymore because
she has to go to work.
I do have to go to work. So, but also because, like I'm not family friendly during these answers. And and I'm very competitive. So I have to sign off because I have to go back to work. But I'm so glad that I got to meet you. I think that we are going to connect very well and do some really cool things in the future, Michael and Louis.
Absolutely.
And you will get some money from me really soon, sir, in the blue sweatshirt because I like that idea. So I have an Amex and I will spend it. Okay.
Wow.
We are ready.
Wow.
I'm ready. So I love you all.
So when Hearsay going to be our sponsor? Did I hear Hearsay? When's Hearsay going to be our sponsor?
When
Did I hear?
you can let someone take your stuff.
Jara, make sure that Louis has your information so I can send you a picture of that apparatus.
Yes, my email address is so easy. It's just events@hearsayarlington.com. And I actually text it to cousin Frank.
Yeah,
So that
I'll
he
get
can
that off to you guys.
But I would love to keep up with you guys and especially that product. So I will let you guys get back to it. I love you so much. Thank you. Thank you.
See you, Jara.
I will
Have a good
see
one.
you.
Thank you.
Bye, Jara.
Thank you.
Say hello to everyone. Be good.
Yes.
Bye.
Perfect. Now we can see more of James.
Yes.
There you go.
No, I was getting tired of seeing Jara anyway.
Yeah, I know, right?
It was
She got her
time for
hair
us-
done for us. She made us look pretty. She showed her little shoulder. I mean, what kind of gal is that? Not Tara. I'm telling you, Louie. You know.
Poor Jerah. Poor Jerah.
Look at that. The red dot moved off me into you now. That's
Oh,
weird.
boy.
Well, I'm done.
These questions that I'm going to ask are for you guys and not the audience yet. So please, Louis, Michael, James, Ronnie, Kyle, Bob, feel free to answer, even if it's incorrect. It's okay. It doesn't look too bad. If at least it's an answer.
Say anything you think. Don't worry about it. We need a good laugh. I always do.
Yeah,
That's what Joey does. Joey answers without
Joey
thinking.
on? Because
Joey's
Yeah,
on.
Joey's on.
And also Frank is on too. So the two, and then we got Chris. Oh, we got all the characters on. So and of course Bruce is there. So we're gonna have some wonderful answers coming tonight.
So and look, on this date in history is always kind of special for me because a lot of different things happen on this date in history. And today's date happens to be March 28th. But this happened in 1979, folks, 1979. And this event is still considered the worst nuclear incident in U.S. history. But it should be always remembered with no deaths were attributed to this disaster. What was it?
It happened in New York.
And in Russia.
It wasn't in Russia. No, that was
up in New York, Bab.
You said United States,
Oh,
right?
you're talking about Love
It's in the
Canal?
U.S. It's in
Love
the
Canal?
U.S.
No.
You know, these guys, again, if I give you a little bit of help, I'll
3
give you-
Mile Island.
3 Mile Island.
Well, I
That's
said it
right,
was in
3
New
Mile
York.
Island. No, well, it's Harrisburg, PA. To
Oh, well, it felt like New York.
It wasn't far.
It wasn't far. It wasn't far. It wasn't far.
New York, Pennsylvania,
New York, Connecticut, New Jersey. It's all the same garbage.
They're all connected.
Except Chicago. Didn't happen in Chicago.
No, it did not.
Oh my gosh! So it was Pennsylvania, Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. You said?
I believe
Harrisburg,
so.
yeah.
Let me double check. Yes, Harrisburg.
Harrisburg.
There you go.
Harrisburg.
I used to travel to, no, I used to travel to Harrisburg.
Well, don't worry. There was no nuclear fallout, so you were good.
Was it right after 79 or before 79? You don't know.
Exactly.
I was 9 years old. Was that 79? Yeah. 9 or 10. One of the two.
79.
You were,
We
I'm
were
graduated
16.
79.
We were 16, me and you, Michael.
yeah.
We were 16.
We were 16. I was 63 also.
I was in
Okay.
college.
I wasn't born yet.
And Bob was still already 2 decades past that.
Bob was already 95 then. In 79. So he's one of the oldest living beings on the planet.
If anybody wants Bob's embalming fluid, we'll let you know.
Fun fact: Bob was actually in the control room when that happened.
Don't take it, Bob. Don't take it.
Oh, he's going to take it, all right.
I mean,
they don't like it, but he's going to take it.
I mean, the whole reason it happened is because Bob spilled his bourbon all over the button.
I know, right? There you go.
Everything's short-circuited.
Oh my God.
79.
79.
That
Yeah.
was an interesting
Almost
year.
graduated high school. Yeah, Michael almost graduated high school then.
Wow, you were ahead of your time.
We were still going to the drive-ins
Yeah.
when I was 16.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Wow.
Do they still have drive-ins?
They had them when I was 16.
Wait. If you were 16, that makes her like 10. What are you doing with a 10-year-old at a drive-in?
Oh.
I was milking back then.
Good girl. Good girl. I like that answer.
I was an innocent little girl in Oregon.
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay,
Next question.
You wouldn't grow
Next
with me.
No.
Little breakup.
Okay, I'm gonna move us back a couple of years, just a couple of years. We're gonna go back to 1964, folks.
Couple. That's
God,
more than a
shit.
couple.
That's more than
Well, hell, nobody on this panel was even here.
What are you talking about? You were born. It was me. It was the 4 of us. James, you look about to be 28, 29. I don't know. He looks too young.
I haven't even thought about in 1964. James looks like he's about 25. How old are you,
How
James?
old are you, James?
37.
He's still a kid.
In a 24-year-old body.
Yes.
God bless you.
Wow. Man, I got to find that.
God bless you.
All right.
Yeah.
64. Let's talk about it.
64. This is really interesting. This was a pirated audio radio station based on a former Danish passenger ferry, and it used to broadcast from international waters.
Rock and roll.
Pirate roll.
Rock
Pirate
and
radio.
roll.
Hold on. I'm trying to. People like to jump, see, but they're wrong. See how they're wrong? When they're wrong, they're wrong. And that's
We're
why
old. Give us a break.
You know, this is what happens when you're wrong. That's what happens. No, you're wrong.
Yeah.
So, this is the pirated station that started in
what I said.
1964. On this day in history, what was the radio station called or known as? But it was a pirate station on board a ferry that was playing, different, rock and roll.
One.
Yeah.
But you don't know the radio
I'm
station.
trying to think what the name of it was or the call letters was.
WKRP in Cincinnati.
Yeah, yes.
That sounds good to me. Let's go with
it.
Oh, I can't remember the
Listen,
call letters.
I'm going to give you a little hint.
Caroline.
Yeah, Radio
Wolfman Jack.
Caroline. Right? Radio Caroline was the station. Radio Caroline.
Radio Caroline. All right.
Because, they only had the BBC in England.
That's right, in England.
And they were playing all of
They
our
were playing-
music there.
That's right.
That's right.
That's right.
That's what music was.
So there was only one person in this panel who knew that shit.
The oldest person.
Yeah, the old guy.
The old guy.
I'm not taking those records.
Bob was a DJ on that ferry.
All right.
Oh my
One last one before we go to the audience.
Okay.
On this date in history in 1969, this former U.S. president died of heart failure at the ripe old age of 78.
In 60.
Dwight Eisenhower.
Oh, Ronnie knows his. Ronnie might
Ike.
know his. Yeah, Dwight. D.
Dwight Eisenhower, Bob.
Yeah.
Wow.
General.
Very
Dwight
good.
Eisenhower.
Man, you have a couple things right there
Eisenhower.
underneath
Yep.
there.
There you
Yep.
go.
All right, this is now for all the marbles, or in this case,
The
gift-
audience.
for the audience. It's for the
Only
audience.
the audience, not for us
Only the audience.
chooches.
Only the audience.
And this is for the travel door.
The
This is
travel
for the
door.
travel
There you go.
door. We like to call it that. I like that.
Lotus from our good friend Alan Gold. It's a beauty.
In the
Very
plastic, in
nice.
the original plastic.
The original
still.
plastic. Bronny hasn't even used that plastic yet.
No.
No,
No. It's nice and clean.
That's really nice.
I like it.
Ronnie blessed it.
He did. He usually does many things. We don't know exactly with
Yeah.
what, though. It's not holy water. I can tell
Oh,
you that.
it's Ronnie water, okay? It's Ronnie water.
Jello water.
Yeah, sorry, no.
Back in
no
the
cigars.
plastic, you'll receive it in the plastic.
Yes.
Very nice, Ronnie. Thank you.
Yes. Okay.
All right, this is for the choochers out there.
This is for the audience. Okay, folks. Kyle,
Good luck, y'all.
you've got my magic music ready?
Oh, always, man.
Always. You know.
I'm a
Okay,
good
I'll
DJ
give
over
a
here.
I'll give some visual assistance.
Spin in the records over here.
Here we go.
The young ones got it. The young ones got it.
Influenced by his double uncle, Sigmund Freud's theories on behavioral psychology, he lived to be over 103 years old and became known as the father of public relations. Who am I? And obviously, this ties into PR. Louis and Mike, come on, guys. You know, I ask questions.
Don't ask them. They can't answer. Don't tell them.
They can't answer.
But they know the answer.
Everybody's trying to
I know.
Mr. Carter.
people, you know how people are feverishly.
Oh, we got an answer here by Chris Eden.
He says Bernays. Wow, Chris has been so close every week, and he gives me the last name of this man. I'm going to say that. Oh, and then he gives me the first name. Chris wants this badly.
He really wants
Yes.
it.
Oh, he wants it. He wants it, all right. Don't give it to him. No.
Somebody came in before Chris.
Could this be Edward Bernays? Yes, Edward Bernays.
Unbelievable.
Wait a minute,
Wow.
Yeah.
Somebody else got it.
Oh, man. You know, the guy's been listening to for 10 years, and he probably won the first time.
He's so close.
Did anyone? Let's make sure no one said it before him, because someone says he
nobody
did.
Nobody did.
No. Okay. All right.
He's clear.
He's in the clear.
He had
He's in the
Siri
clear.
and the other one, Alexa.
And Alexa and Google
Side
and
by side, man. He wanted this badly.
You know,
Big time. You can taste it. Yeah.
I can only say how lucky we are to have such amazing guests.
yes.
Oh.
This is
We are blessed.
Yes, we are.
From Vegas to Chicago.
From Vegas to Chicago. Another high town person. I can't believe that Ronnie and Kyle haven't run into you yet. So
I got him on Facebook. I'm friends with Facebook.
Well, now you're gonna have
Too cold. They don't go out.
They don't go out. That's true. They don't go
We're
out.
waiting for the summer, you know.
Hey, wait a second, James. Didn't I see you closing down Biggs one night? I think I saw you there.
Listen, everybody. Guys, we want to thank you so much for coming on board. Mike and Louie, 2 years. 2 years. So can I book you now for 2025?
Yeah.
Well, by then they might have. I mean, who knows what? Yeah,
no, they're flying us down to the yacht cruise. So,
Oh yeah, I forgot. We got invited.
That's right.
We're gonna set the podcast on the ship.
You let
Frank
us
has
know.
access to that private jet.
That's right.
That's Jonathan Drew. No, he ain't going on Jonathan Drew's jet.
we're actually gonna fly in by private helicopter right onto the yacht. You know,
We make an entrance wherever we go.
Or I could pull my Navy SEAL move and put in the water and then pop
and then
out
drown.
of the water
And drown. and then Frank's throw me the life ring. Throw me the life ring.
Come on. Give me some credit. I might have a little. Hey, listen, as long as I have oxygen in my tank, I'm fine.
Frank, we're just going to throw Bob. He's driftwood. You can just float on him. That's all.
Man.
But honestly, guys, we wish you all the luck. We're looking so forward to this new adventure of yours.
Yes.
It sounds unbelievable. It really does.
It does sound unbelievable, man.
We want to follow that story.
We'll check it out. We'll have a review on it.
Yeah.
I'll give you my address later.
The backpack. He wants the backpack.
I want the big one.
But really, we wish you all the best. Happy anniversary again.
Yes.
Thank you.
You know, it was fantastic. And Mr. Shytown, we got to get together,
Yes.
man. We're so close.
James, let's hook up. Let's hook up, man.
That 1 week of summer that you have in Chicago, that's what you
Do all we can.
We'll PM each other.
Yeah.
But anyway, thank you. Thank you again. From all of us to all of you, all the listeners out there, thank you so much. We will check. Yeah, definitely. We'll see you next week, everybody. And thank you. Thank you all.
Oh, wait a minute. You know what? I forgot to say. Are there still tickets available? If anybody wants to come up, all right. Well,
okay, promote it. Why not? Before everybody hangs up.
You can get tickets on our website at LumiLuxLife.com. It's LumiLuxLife.
There you go.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You got it.
Thank you.
Take care, everybody. Next week, we'll see you again. Take care,
Everybody
everyone.
take care. All right, Jay.
right.
Holler at you later, baby. Thanks, guys.
Hey, Mike,
One love.
good luck trying to dress this guy.
Come down to Miami. We'll take care of that.
All right. I'm in.
Let
I'm
us
there.
know when.
Take care, everybody. Good night.
Good.
Tell my brothers to line them up. We'll drink that whiskey from those old dirty cups. We'll toast to the present, the future, and the past. This ain't my first drink, but I sure it ain't my last. 'Cause this world is so beautiful. I see its love come shining through. This world is so beautiful. I feel its love come shining through. This world is so beautiful.